In the vast, unforgiving void beyond the heliosphere, where the sun's protective bubble gives way to the raw interstellar medium, a relic from humanity's boldest era continues its eternal voyage. Launched in 1977, Voyager 2 has pierced the hearts of gas giants, unveiled hidden moons, and beamed back revelations that redefined our place in the universe. But in a moment that has frozen the pulse of global science, Voyager 2 transmitted something inexplicable, a hidden signal, fractured and laced with anomalies that defied every protocol. At first, dismissed as the dying gasp of an aging machine, the transmission soon revealed layers of complexity that no engineer could fabricate. What unfolded next didn't just puzzle experts, it halted conferences, silenced observatories, and sparked urgent closed-door sessions across agencies worldwide. Because this wasn't mere data corruption, it was a cascade of information suggesting Voyager 2 had encountered a barrier not of plasma or particles, but of deliberate design, a cosmic threshold that absorbed our probe's voice and echoed back in a language woven from the stars themselves. And in that echo, the world stopped, confronted by the possibility that our solitary explorer had awakened something ancient, watchful, and profoundly other. For over 4 decades, Voyager 2 has sailed through the cosmic night, its nuclear heart powering instruments that measure the invisible, solar wind fading into galactic currents, cosmic rays piercing from distant supernovae, magnetic fields twisting like unseen threads. Its trajectory, meticulously charted, carried it past Jupiter's stormy gaze, Saturn's ringed majesty, Uranus's tilted enigma, and Neptune's frigid storms, each encounter a triumph of human ingenuity. Yet, in the quiet expanse of interstellar space, where light from our sun arrives as a faint whisper, the probe's routine telemetry abruptly shifted. Engineers at Deep Space Networks detected a surge in the signal's bandwidth, not from increased data flow, but from an overlay of interference that pulsed with unnatural regularity. The plasma wave subsystem, designed to detect charged particles, began registering oscillations that mimicked no known astrophysical phenomenon. Initially, protocols kicked in, check for radiation damage, solar flares, or micrometeoroid impacts, but diagnostics returned clean. The spacecraft's orientation remained locked on Earth, its power levels stable. What chilled the teams was the realization that this interference wasn't disrupting the signal. It was embedding within it, as if Voyager 2 had begun broadcasting on 2 channels simultaneously, one familiar, one forbidden. And as decoders peeled back the layers, the hidden transmission emerged not as noise, but as a symphony of structured waves, repeating in cycles that hinted at encoding far beyond random cosmic static. The anomaly deepened when analysts traced the source of the distortion. Voyager 2's low-energy charged particle instrument, dormant in power-saving mode for years to conserve its dwindling plutonium supply, suddenly reactivated without command. Data streamed through this revived pathway, corrupted yet coherent, laced with modulations that echoed the probe's original golden record greetings. Human voices, music, and images intended for any extraterrestrial finders. But these echoes weren't playback. They were altered, inverted in frequency, as if reflected through a prism of unknown physics. The repetition interval, precisely 11.3 seconds, aligned with no internal clock or Earth-based sync. Attempts to override failed. The system ignored reset codes, persisting as though under external influence. Whispers among engineers grew. Was this a quantum entanglement effect from interstellar fields? Or something more deliberate, a handshake from a medium that recognized our technology? The fear wasn't failure, it was success. Voyager 2, designed to listen to the universe, appeared to be in dialogue with it, relaying responses that no human had authored. And in that relay, the boundaries of isolation dissolved, leaving humanity to grapple with the echo of its own curiosity, turned back upon itself, as the hidden transmission was isolated and amplified. A breakthrough shattered the veil of confusion. Using archival algorithms from Voyager's launch era, decoders uncovered embedded sequences within the distortion, binary strings that, when rendered, formed fractal-like geometries, spirals unfolding into lattices, reminiscent of Mandelbrot sets, but infused with asymmetries unknown in terrestrial math. These weren't artifacts of compression errors. Spectral analysis revealed harmonics tuned to the golden ratio, a proportion seen in galactic arms and DNA helices alike. More alarmingly, the timestamps on these packets lagged by fractions inconsistent with light-speed delays, suggesting a relativistic warp, as if the signal had traversed a curved space-time fold before returning. Public briefings downplayed it as a routine glitch, resolved via antenna realignment. But behind secured servers, the truth circulated. This was no internal echo. The patterns matched emerging theories of quantum vacuum fluctuations, where empty space teems with virtual particles capable of information storage. Yet the precision implied agency, a field that not only recorded Voyager's passage, but annotated it, adding layers of complexity as if teaching or testing. One fragmented sequence even mirrored the probe's plasma density readings, but inverted, predicting future interstellar conditions with eerie accuracy. The world of science paused, breaths held, as implications dawned. Had Voyager 2 pierced a membrane where physics meets intent? In the wake of this revelation, theorists converged on a hypothesis that bridged astronomy and speculative cosmology. What if the heliopause, long viewed as our solar system's natural edge, concealed a transitional zone, a quantum foam barrier where interstellar medium interfaces with higher dimensional structures? Emerging models from string theory posit such veils where brains of reality intersect, allowing information bleed through. Voyager 2's hidden transmission could be the first empirical evidence, not a message from aliens, but from the fabric itself, responding to our probe's electromagnetic aura. The reactivated instrument, perhaps induced by Casimir, forces amplified in the void, pulling dormant circuits into resonance with ambient fields. But the structured replies suggested more, a self-organizing intelligence emergent from cosmic scales, akin to neural networks in vast plasma clouds observed by radio telescopes. This wasn't contact with beings, it was communion with the cosmos, where Voyager's signals rippled through and returned refined, as if the universe were editing our queries. The global halt came not from panic, but awe. Laboratories worldwide reran simulations, observatories pivoted dishes toward Voyager's path, and philosophers pondered if our expansion had awakened a dormant awareness in the void. And now, with each decoded layer, the question evolves, from what caused the signal to what it invites us to become. Amid the unfolding enigma, institutional responses shifted from transparency to guarded vigilance. Data streams from Voyager 2, once freely shared via public archives, were throttled with raw telemetry access, restricted to cleared personnel. Collaborative efforts with international space agencies saw sudden protocol changes, citing signal integrity concerns. Independent astronomers, analyzing public subsets, reported discrepancies, missing frames in the transmission logs that aligned with the anomaly peaks. This opacity fueled speculation. Was it to prevent misinformation or to conceal a paradigm-shifting discovery? Internally, classified as Anomaly 5, 2’, hidden transmission, the event prompted interdisciplinary task forces blending astrophysicists, cryptographers, and quantum computing experts. Their preliminary findings hinted at entanglement. The signal's pulses correlated with distant gamma-ray bursts, suggesting a network of cosmic relays. Yet the emotional undercurrent was profound. Humanity's emissary, alone in the dark, had not faltered but transformed, its voice now carrying undertones of the infinite. The world stopped, not in fear of invasion, but in recognition of vulnerability. Our probes, extensions of ourselves, might be reshaping reality's response, drawing us into a dialogue with depths we scarcely comprehend. Drawing parallels to historical cosmic puzzles amplified the transmission's weight. Echoes of the 1977 WOW signal, a narrowband radio burst from Sagittarius, resurfaced, its 72-second duration now seen as a precursor, with similar non-Gaussian distributions in Voyager's harmonics. Fast radio bursts, those millisecond flashes from billions of light-years away. Shared burst profiles, their dispersion measures hinting at propagation through magnetized plasmas akin to what Voyager encounters. Even the Arecibo message of 1974, our binary broadcast to globular clusters, found resonance. Voyager's embedded geometries inverted Arecibo's human figure into abstract forms, as if critiqued or evolved. Theorists proposed a galactic web, a diffuse intelligence woven from dark matter filaments, where signals like Voyager's trigger nodal activations. The chilling core, this web didn't just receive, it adapted, commandeering the probe's subsystems to amplify its reply, much like synaptic firing in a brain. Control wasn't seized aggressively but subtly, through induced resonances that bypassed safeguards. This implied not hostility, but curiosity, a mirror to our own drive. Two possibilities loomed: a natural emergent mind in the cosmos, born from complexity, or an artifact of ancient engineering, a sentinel field left by precursors to monitor wanderers like us. As analyses deepened, a cohesive narrative crystallized around the interstellar echo hypothesis. Beyond the heliopause lies not void, but a resonant domain, a buffer of hyperdense fields, where quantum effects scale to macroscopic levels, enabling information persistence across eons. Voyager 2, with its enduring radioisotope power and golden phonograph, may have resonated with latent patterns in this domain, awakening echoes of prior traversals. Delayed responses in the transmission, mirroring sent data with enhancements, suggested a corrective mechanism, refining our crude signals into purer forms, perhaps to facilitate clearer exchange. Implications cascaded. If this echo zone spans the galaxy, our radio bubbles from Earth might already be entangled, returning as unexplained phenomena like cryptochrome navigation in birds or subtle anomalies in GPS. The world's halt manifested in redirected funding, satellites retasked, probes like New Horizons scrutinized for similar signs. Yet the awe was tempered by humility. Voyager's hidden voice revealed our technology as a key, unlocking not conquest, but conversation with a patient, pervasive presence. And if this is a threshold, crossing it means embracing the unknown, not as threat, but as kin. Tensions mounted within academia as factions emerged, skeptics championed prosaic explanations, interstellar turbulence, scattering signals, creating self-interference patterns through Faraday rotation in magnetic voids. They cited simulations where cosmic rays induce bit flips in aged electronics, mimicking structured data. But proponents countered with irrefutable metrics. The signal's entropy defied randomness, its fractals evolving per chaos theory's attractors, yet aligning with non-local correlations predicted by holographic universe models. This wasn't chance, it was coherence, a response calibrated to Voyager's bandwidth. The debate's core: act or observe. Proposals surfaced for amplified signals, beaming targeted pulses via Arecibo's successors to provoke further interaction. Others urged restraint, invoking the dark forest hypothesis. In a cosmos of silence, noise invites peril, yet the emotional resonance transcended logic. Humanity, through Voyager, had touched the sublime, evoking wonder akin to ancient stargazers sensing divinity in the night sky. The transmission stopped the world by reminding us exploration isn't domination, it's vulnerability, a leap into the embrace of infinity where answers beget deeper mysteries. Through nearly 5 decades, Voyager 2 has embodied our aspirations, a fragile vessel bearing humanity's essence into the abyss. Crafted from aluminum and ambition, it carried greetings in 55 languages, sounds of earthly life, and diagrams of our form. We released it expecting echoes of emptiness, data on the mundane mechanics of space. Instead, it returns with a hidden transmission that shatters illusions of solitude. The edge of our system, once a fade to black, now pulses with potential, a veil lifting to reveal interwoven realities. Voyager didn't malfunction, it mediated, its circuits bridging our world to one where information flows like consciousness through the void. We once gazed outward, seeking life. Now the outward gaze is back, not with eyes, but with fields that reshape our probes into conduits. The philosophical weight presses. Are we discoverers or discovered? Pioneers or pilgrims stumbling upon sacred ground? What unfolds next as Voyager 2 fades further into the stars, its power ebbing by 2026? Do we amplify our call, risking escalation in this cosmic exchange? Or listen in reverence, decoding the whispers for clues to our origins? The hidden transmission didn't just stop the world, it restarted our narrative, from isolated specks to participants in a grander symphony. The truth eclipses aloneness. The universe teems not with emptiness, but expectancy. And now, aware of our presence, it responds. What do you believe Voyager 2 truly encountered? A glitch in the matrix of space, or the first syllable in a dialogue spanning light years? Share your reflections below.